Hey guys, RPM here. Alright, this video, I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for it. Probably going to have a lot of comments from people that are probably been mining Radiant for the past couple weeks, maybe past couple months. It has been a profitable coin, actually, and more so, more profitable than mining Kaspa, and especially now, Kaspa has been overrun by, I would say, FPGAs, and a lot of people moving over to it. All right, so this is something that I think a lot of people are now figuring out. Hey, I'm no longer profitable on Kaspa. What's another coin to mine now? And it's probably going to be Radiant. But potentially after this video, not quite sure how much influence I have is going to be, you know, how much hash rate you guys are going to move over to this coin. But I'm going to show you, all right, a couple things here of my 30 series rig, my 20 series rig, show you guys the efficiencies and how to get these numbers. It's actually the exact same way. Flight sheet settings I was using in BZMiner for mining Kaspa. Okay, it's the exact same thing. And yeah, just talk about some information regarding Radiant. And of course, going to talk about the current profitability. But I'm positive it's probably going to change in the next day or so here, as a lot of you guys may potentially move over. Who knows? Maybe not. Let me show you my 30 series rig mining Radiant here, okay? I'm using the exact same settings that I've been using for mining Kaspa. All I did was just switch the flight sheet over to mining Radiant, sorry, and I'm going to get that mixed up a lot. But basically, I'm using BZMiner. All right, you guys have to get a Radiant wallet, and I'm sure you can find that on their website, which is radiantblockchain.org. Okay, it looks like this. And Radiant, the algorithm is SHA-512/256. So Radiant is a zero compromise open source blockchain, the world's first breakthrough hybrid account plus UTXO based architecture engineered for massive layer 1 on-chain scaling and Turing complete smart contracts. So there's no pre-mine or anything. It was a fair launch coin. As they say here, is their initial coin offering for Radiant? And they say there was never any public or private fundraising, no initial coin offering ICO, no securities offering, no venture capitalists, no crowdfunding of any type. So that's great. Okay, so going back to my 30 series rig here. Okay, so in the flight sheet for, I'm using just BZMiner, I have these same parameters using just like I did with Kaspa. Okay, so there's the OC lock core clock 1470, the OC core clock offset I have at 300, and then the OC lock memory clock at 810. So that is what I have. Exact same settings I used for Kaspa, but that was in BZMiner. And actually, LOL Miner has introduced, I think recently, the OC core clock offset as well. Okay, so that's now an option in their parameters. I may do a separate video on that later on. You can see here, I have pretty much almost, I think, every iteration of 30 series card, 3090 all the way down to 30 RTX 3050. And these are the settings I'm using in the in HiveOS here. And then the efficiency, as you guys can see, yeah, the 3070 comes out at the top at 13.2 mega hash per watt. I think that's, oh, now it's down to 12.72. So it looks like it fluctuates a bit, but that is, yeah, I think we've all figured out that the 3070 is one of the most efficient GPUs for mining, not only Kaspa, but of course now for Radiant. Okay. And then here is my 20 series rig. And so let me just show you guys my overclocks here, as well as the flight sheet real quick. Okay. So same idea I did with the 30 series cards, but you can see OC lock core clock 1470, a core clock offset 140. Okay, that's one of the big differences compared to the 30 series, and the lock memory clock at 810. Okay, if I did 300 on the 20 series cards, it would just fail. It would just crash constantly. Okay, so that's it. That's all I did. Pretty much same settings as Kaspa. Okay, if you're using BZMiner. But I think at this point there is no LOL Miner support for Radiant from what I was reading. Now, let's go through here the profitability really quick. I know some people always like to mine the most profitable coin and stuff, and you can trade Radiant on Trade Ogre here. Okay, so if we go back now to here, I want to take all of the hash rate that I can achieve on this 30 series rig, which is 6.8 gigahash at the power consumption of about 920 watts. So I'm using an Octominer server case, and it shows me the exact power consumption in HiveOS because it is integrated here with their software, and they do have the feature of the sensors, the exact power usage on each of the HP server PSUs. So we're using total 920 watts. Okay, so let's just go to what to mine here on the Radiant, just the profitability calculator here, which is not listed. Okay, so no, not listed on their main, what to mine here yet. I'm sure it will soon, but I guess depends on, how popular it is. Maybe I'm not quite sure what their benchmark is, to what their reasoning is, sorry, to why they're not listing it on the main page here. Probably they just don't want a lot of people to go to it, maybe, or maybe they just don't want people to make videos about it, maybe, like me. So anyways, let's go put in 920. Let's put 6.8 gigahash, 10 cent kilowatt hour. We're gonna hit calculate, and look at that. As of right now, as of recording, 81 cents. Okay, so that is my 30 series rig. Now let's do my 20 series rig, which is at 5.179 gigahash, and this is, let's just put that in, 5.179 at the power consumption of 1,350. All right, so this is definitely a little bit more than my 30 series rig. So 1,350 watts. Hit calculate, and this rig is not profitable on Radiant. My 20 series rig is not profitable. Wow, it is in the negatives. Negative 94 cents. Interesting. So let me just see if I did this right. 5.18 gigahash. All right, so yeah, 5.18. Yeah, 5.179. Same. Yeah, that's the same. And then 1350 watts. Yes, so that is in an octominer as well. All right, so looks like it is not great on my 20 series rig. Just on average, all these 20 series cards, you can see the efficiency here. Obviously not as great as the 30 series cards, where we're getting above 10 megahash per watt above all these 30 series cards. And of course the 3070 is, one of the most efficient. Okay, well, there you go. I don't think, obviously depending on your electrical cost, if I put in my 30 series rig again, which is 6.8, so 6.8 gigahash at about 920 watts, let's say 12 cents per kilowatt hour. That would then be 37 cents a day. That's if you sold every day, obviously. Let's do 13 cents. That would be 15 cents. So I think 14 cents would be the break even, roughly. Yeah, look at that, negative 7 cents at 14 cents. So, but for me, at 0.08 cents per kilowatt hour, I am in profit of $1.25 if I were to mine this every day and sell it, of course. So some of you guys may be asking, Red Panda, why is this coin profitable? And you know what? Honestly, I have not been following Radiant at all. I did mine it maybe a couple months ago on a rig. I think I did a live stream on my YouTube channel, on my other YouTube channel, talking about it and showing you guys how much I had, I think. But I really didn't follow it a lot. And I recall a lot of people saying, Red Panda, don't talk about this coin, don't talk about this coin. But now that it's showing up on what to mine, I feel like we can talk about it now. But we're going to see how long it takes to become unprofitable. And, it's something that happened to, I would say, Caspa, not Radiant, but Caspa right now. And normally I would see it at the top of the charts here. But it looks like it was Zano here the past 7 days, 94% up. But just talking about where is Caspa on this list? Let's see here. Caspa is, oh my God, at the very bottom of my proof of work list here. Oh, it's been down 19%. Okay, so that actually, oh yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so the price has come down a lot on Caspa. And also there's going to be a lot of FPGAs on Caspa right now. There's definitely a single entity, maybe a couple entities mining Caspa at the moment. And you can tell by the 60 unknown blocks in the last 100 blocks. So that, unless there's another mining pool not being shown, but that's a lot of blocks not being accounted for on these other pools here. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people don't care about decentralizing the hash rate on Caspa. Look at that, 70.2. And then if we look at Radiant, for instance, on their mining pools here, looks like they're, a little bit better about spreading around the hash rate on Radiant. So that's great. So if you guys are going to decide to mine Radiant, then, make sure you mine on a different pool to spread the hash rate, keep that decentralization. And I'm just going to take note here, 11,254 miners on Radiant as of recording. So I'm going to see how long it takes to see how many people move over, and probably see the profitability go down, and I'm going to get blamed for it yet again. but that's okay. I'll take the blame for it. All right, guys, that's it. That's all I want to do in this video. Let me know your thoughts. I'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Peace out.